Welcome to the Amateurs NYC. I am your host, Edwin Asensio, over here with my co-host, hermano, Daryl the Great. It's that time of the year, bro. It's December. The year pretty much flew by, bro. Everything is kind of lights is going up, Rockefeller trees there in Manhattan. And to be honest, bro, I don't feel the Christmas spirit this year, man. I just don't. I don't. I feel like it's like at 50% this year. Not sure why, but
That's understandable, but you as a Met fan should be absolutely ecstatic because you got a lot of things done in the offseason compared to me as a Yankee fan. We got
yeah,
nothing done.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. You gotta maybe you guys the Yankees definitely they're gonna get coal under the tree this year because they didn't do nothing. But yeah, I'm happy in terms of like the Mets and what they did. It's great. They granted us the presents that we wanted. Santa came and delivered, and he gave the Mets what us Mets fans wanted. Gave us the best ace, the players that we got, and now I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. This year, just I haven't been feeling it. But you know what I really want for Christmas this year, man. If Santa could give me one thing, bro, it's just to give us a new quarterback, a new Giants
if
quarterback,
who a new quarter, new Giants quarterback,
new Giants quarterback.
that's
Because
tough. I
it's
want
tough.
a
It's
whole
tough.
organizational restructure.
I mean, maybe you could start with a QB because it seems like no matter who the hell we put on the center, over there in MetLife, it doesn't make a damn difference. It, Mike Glennon, I don't know, put the guy Jake Frum in, get the third string guy now, get him some playing time. Doesn't matter who the hell you put at quarterback, man, DJ or Mike Glennon, man. But this is something that's pretty much pretty evident when they played the Dolphins this past Sunday. And I was watching that game and I thought to myself, maybe these guys can possibly equal out. The Dolphins are they're pretty hot right now. And obviously you being the more realistic fan, you were like, Edwin, you're fucking bugging. They ain't fucking winning this game. And they lost. So I want to ask you, bro, what do you think? Why do you think the Giants can't potentially bring another quarterback in that can fix this up? Or not really why, but what can they do?
Listen, bro, it starts from the top. You got to get rid of David Gettleman, bro. How many
All
times I have
right,
to
all
say
right, all right,
this?
all right, all right, all right. It's you beating the you. All right, we're beating the dead horse here. There's been talks about a certain quarterback, one of my all-time favorites, one of the best quarterbacks, Russell Wilson. Uh, Seattle Seahawks are pretty much down bad this year, if I say so myself. And there's a lot of talks. He wanted to get traded to three teams, and one of those teams is the New York Giants, man. And let me just say that bringing Russell Wilson to New York would be a step in the right direction, but you have to really overhaul you have to turn the whole freaking organization around. You think if they get rid of everybody else and they put Russell Wilson in, you obviously get rid of the coach and get rid of the GM. You think that would potentially fix our problems?
Listen, before we even get to why I don't think Russell Wilson will be a good fit for the New York Giants, can you paint this picture? Why are you so horny
I'm
for
not
Russell
not
Wilson?
listen.
No, you
That's
are,
not
bro.
being horny, bro. I'm just a big fan. There's two different
I want you
stories.
to,
That's two
okay,
different
but
stories.
me as a friend, I want to understand why Russell Wilson. Like, there's other quarterbacks in the league.
I his
Why
play
him
style,
specifically?
man. His play style, man, is the uniforms. Seattle is one of the teams I like. I like what the uniform since they unveiled the new uniforms back practically when he was a rookie. I've been following the team since 2013, since they won that chip. And I listen, Russell wasn't one of the favorite players, man. It's in terms of being horny, I don't that's not like that, bro. But I'm a big fan, that's
Listen, you're just, I don't know, bro. Like, when it comes to Russell Wilson, like, I got mad respect for the man. The man won Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
he was a part of a very prominent team in the 2000s. Like, respect to the man. I don't think he's gonna solve any of our problems. Russell Wilson basically, and also respect to Russell Wilson because he's paved the way for short quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kyler Murray went first overall, and there's a reason why. Like, there's value in extending the play as a quarterback, which I feel is going to be a very important skill for quarterbacks to have coming out in the NFL draft. Not only can you throw the ball, can you get it to places where, tight spaces, deep ball, long ball, intermediate ball.
Mm-hmm.
We need somebody who's going to have that pocket presence and be able to execute outside of the pocket on the run, because that's the way the game is moving. And all elite quarterbacks, aside from Tom Brady, because he's a unicorn,
Yeah.
like, and shit, bro, even Tom Brady has evolved his game outside of the pocket. Not as much as other quarterbacks that make it like one of their main playing styles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna take a lot. And I keep getting them confused.
It's cool, man. It's
Russell
cool.
Wilson, Russell Wilson he's not that quarterback anymore. The guy that extends plays. He's more of a pocket type guy. But hey, I don't think the Giants could pull a type of trade-off like that, one that is in the best interest of the fans. But hey, that's just me. If you believe, then you believe, But I have never seen, so.
I don't think you're gonna see a move like this by Gettleman. I think the Giants they kind of have what the Seahawks would need, though. We do have those picks, and the Seahawks have no draft picks. They let them all go for Jamal Adams. They have nothing in the first round. If I'm the GM for the Seahawks, and Pete Carroll's going to get out of there, they're probably going to dump him after this year because I don't think Pete Carroll wants to deal with a whole rebuild. There's been talks with Wilson to leave. There were talks since last season that there's a lot of rumblings like, he's going to get traded, he's going to get traded, he's going to get traded. And now this season came along, he got hurt. Seahawks have been pretty much playing kind of like middle of the pack team. They're not really in the playoff hunt. They could still make it, but they're very, very much underwhelming this year. It doesn't help that you have three other great teams in the division, the 49ers, the Rams, and the Cardinals. And this might be the last season for Pete Carroll. This is speaking of what I've seen. And to them getting rid of Pete Carroll, I think you will get rid of Russell Wilson. Making those comments that he made, him saying that he's willing to go and to play for another team, that gives you all information. And to put the Giants as the number one team there is kind of a little surprising. I mean, I see why he would come to New York. Totally different environment for him, playing his whole career in the Northwest, coming here to the Northeast to the Giants. But it's got to be a lot of things. You gotta have a new coach. You let go Joe Judge. I don't know. He's on the hot seat. Seems like it to me. And every time he comes with every time there's a loss, he got a great game last week against the Eagles, and then this week you can't even.
It wasn't a great game.
Well, defensively, they were great on the Giants.
It wasn't great defensively.
On the Giants standards. The Eagles played pretty terribly, and we took advantage. We were able to eke it out. The Dolphins didn't play us any better. Daniel Jones is hurt this past week. Mike Glennon is gonna do. I don't know. He put pedestrian numbers. I mean, what can you expect from your backup quarterback? I think they should have put the other guy in, the guy that signed from Buffalo. Guy from Georgia, like give him some playing time because he definitely has not seen the field at all. When you're backing up Josh Allen, a guy in Buffalo, you're not gonna see playing time. So give him a shot to let him see the field. Let him play with the ones. I don't think you should what you're gonna get from Mike Glennon, yet they're still gonna go with him. Like, I don't understand. Like, just let the kid play until DJ comes back. And another thing is that you told me, like, you had mentioned to me earlier how they knew about the Daniel Jones neck injury, and the Giants did not do anything about, like, they didn't really address it at all. Was this before, or they found out before the Eagles game or after the fact, and then they were gonna allow him to play, but then somebody kind of like ratted him out, or is like what was the deal?
I think it was a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, he got hurt a couple weeks
He
ago.
had,
so this is before the
he had
Eagles
something.
game.
Yeah, he had something with his neck, and like, they were like, "Yo, no, you're good. You're good to go. You're good to
Yeah,
play."
yeah, you're good. Yeah.
But now he's hurt again. It's the same neck. So
You think it was that injury that the concussion he got? Maybe it's lingering on for all
well,
these weeks later.
a lot of people say that like, oh, like we shouldn't have let him play the next week. I mean, if he passed the concussion protocol, I don't see like that was pretty much on his own will.
Mm-hmm,
But if they
mm-hmm.
found something wrong with his neck and they didn't say anything, like first of all, to him, that's a disservice to him because obviously you want to stay healthy. Second of
Yeah.
all, you're having this guy as the franchise guy, and like you're doing the franchise itself and building him up as a franchise player a disservice because you're letting him play hurt. That's a crazy red flag. Obviously Daniel Jones is not the greatest quarterback right now, and but you never want to see a guy that is trying to prove himself because no matter how much shit we talk about Daniel Jones, he's out there trying his best to, show people like, listen, I'm an NFL quarterback and this is what I could do. His best, you know. And honestly, if a GM were to come in and be like, listen, I think Daniel Jones has potential. We just gotta fucking make sure he has the right tools to succeed and shine. Because he shows flashes very, very, very inconsistently throughout the season. But if you give him a chance, and also I'm not gonna be upset if a GM comes in because there's still rumors. I don't know if we spoke about this, but there's rumors about Gettleman getting the boot, regardless of however the Giants end up this season. And
It doesn't look it
we're
doesn't
almost done with this. Yes, it's not
does
looking good.
no, yeah. I don't
So
think
you
he
get rid of Gettleman.
yeah.
Like, would the first order of a new Giants GM be to get rid of Daniel Jones or to just gut the whole team? And as a Giants fan, do you want to gut the team? I don't think you can because the contracts that are on tap for 2022 are like literally in, Leonard Williams, Kenny Galladay. Kenny Galladay is not even worth whatever we signed him for.
Nope, not a single dime.
He has a chance to prove himself next season, but I don't know, bro. Like,
Remember what we were talking about? I don't know, a while back before the season has even started, when the Giants picked up Galladay, and I mentioned that if they gave him the pieces, he has the offense. He has Daniel Jones has players, and if this is a proven year for him, like we had said this since the end of last season, that 2021 was a year for Daniel Jones to prove himself, to make basically, to a boomer, not really a boomer bust, but to a prove it year. Basically, if he doesn't progress this past uh going on to 2022 and he regresses, that's it. I think you just let him go. And personally, the games that he's played, like you mentioned, he has flashes, like very inconsistent flashes of great offense, great, to be able to run to move the ball. He can obviously rush as well. He could do a lot of things as a quarterback. Daniel Jones, when he's consistent and when he's healthy, obviously he can do things. This flashes here and there. But to see this year, I don't think there's a year that you're gonna tell that you want to keep him on the season, because if you're the owners and the upper management, you're kind of getting sick with everything. You can't even, like, you miss that kind of the stability that you had in Eli Manning, and clearly you're trying to replicate it with Daniel Jones, and it's not panning out. I get it, you got to give the guy time, and they gave Eli Manning time, but he didn't have a season like this where he can't even stay on the field. Like, Daniel Jones is hurt. I feel like he's been hurt every year since like the last 3 seasons. He's been hurt. There's been last year had Colt McCoy come in. The season before that, it was obviously Eli and him. This year he's been hurt again. Like, this is a season where the offseason is coming. Upcoming offseason is gonna really like, you're gonna have to make a big decision on your quarterback. And
Listen. If you are a New York Giants fan
yeah,
and David Gettleman is still making signings, looking for draft picks, as a New York Giants fan, collectively, we should all go to MetLife and take it collectively together and throw it over the Atlantic, because this is going to be a make or break season for the whole Giants organization as a franchise. This is ridiculous.
this season is a make or break. This you're talking
No,
about
this
20.
no, whatever we do in the offseason,
Okay,
make or
okay.
break.
All right, because this season, it sucks that it's week 14, and we kind of knew the season was a bust 4 fucking weeks ago. Like, this season is lost already. Forget about trying to make a late season run. That's not happening. So get him in I'm telling you, if he does survive another offseason, uh, I think we should hop off the Giants team, man. I think we have to change fan bases if they're gonna keep this up past this, I don't know about you, bro, but
Listen,
I
bro,
don't think
I'm not
I
gonna
could deal with
change fan bases.
I don't think you could do another
Like,
year with this team though. Like if
no,
it's
I'm not
another
gonna give
year
up
of
on the
this.
Giants. Listen, I'm not gonna give up on the Giants. However, I'm gonna talk my talk because, like, I'm a fan, and like, if I know like what I want in a football team, which is to win games, and if I know fundamentally,
Yeah.
I know operational wise, I don't know shit, bro. I just know how the NFL is because I'm an NFL fan, and like you see what other teams do, they build their good NFL teams, and I have to say this over and over. Everybody knows what good NFL teams do. I don't want to talk about that anymore. We know what a good NFL team does. I want a winning product. I want to see that royal blue in the playoffs. That's what I want. I'm not getting that.
There's an ongoing conversation about that, bro. There's always a conversation on Twitter talking
Why you say
about
it like that?
so and so. I'm just trying to be calm here because
Like a ghost.
I'm not trying to be upset because we're kind of living in the past. There's an ongoing conversation where it's like, oh,
So are the Giants.
the giant. The Giants have been since the Super Bowl. Have one postseason appearance and have their own one since every year since 2012 has been pretty much lackluster. It's been going on before. Okay, like it's not really Gettleman to blame entirely because the Giants haven't really have a great hasn't they haven't had a great season since they won the Super Bowl. That one year, like I mentioned, that one year, like I feel like we're holding on to the nostalgia for that one season. Outside of that 2016 season, they've been pretty shit, honestly.
Hold that thought. And yes, you're right. You're 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
However, the management by David Gettleman has been absolutely abysmal and inconsistent because the vision that he had for the team was absolutely terrible.
Hog Molly.
As soon as he got to the team, he saw that he had Eli Manning and he had OBJ, this superstar wide receiver, and this quarterback in the twilight of his career. He still has a little juice left, What he tried to do and what the Giants tried to do, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it was management. They're like, listen, Eli is our guy. He's been our guy for years, obviously, since 2004. We're going to try to win a couple more, have a good couple seasons with him. And then after, we part ways, Eli goes, and then we find a successor. What had happened was David Gettleman was like, okay, we're going to try to, get him more offensive weapons, neglected the offensive line. Eli got hit a lot when Gettleman first got into the Giants organization. It was a very, it was tough. Like we thought, like we get this new GM, like things are going to be different and we're going to start winning football games because this guy took the Panthers to the Super Bowl. They lost miserably. However, that's not his fault. He still built the team. He got him there. We thought we were going to get the same thing. Like at this time when he was signed, like 5 years ago, we were expecting like, yo, Giants, they're the team. Like the team, like the Los Angeles Rams have been for the past, couple of years. I'm done. I don't know. I'm
It's.
fucking sick of the Giants.
I mean, where else can we? What else can we? What else can we do, bro? It's an ongoing thing. I feel like we just struggle and we just take it a week at a time, a season at a time, a month at a time, and just a year at a time, and just hope for something new, man. Just hope for something, a changing culture, and just bring New York Giants football back to where it was. It's a damn shame. Honestly, a damn shame.
Reinvent it, bro. Historically, New York Giants teams have been very good defensively. Fucking make a crazy offense. You spend so much money on offense. Like, find us a good GM that can build an offense. Like, we have Tony. He never plays, but he's there. And we have Galladay. Like, I feel like we can still make those pieces work together. And then you got Shep. And all three of those guys can't stay healthy, bro, which is a damn shame.
Shep can't stay healthy. Kadarius can't stay healthy, which is not really what you want from your rookie. They can't seem to get in. They can't seem to get anybody healthy, and you compound everything else. The offense obviously very lethargic. Even them firing Jason Garrett and putting in a different person to call the plays. Nah. I don't know how many games we got left. We got 4 games left. I don't 5 games. I'm sorry. I just want to.
And on top of that, Saquon is very, very lackluster. And I always say this. I just wish we could go back and draft Quentin Nelson. But
Saquon Barkley is, to say the least, a disappointment.
I was starting to get to you that ideal.
That it's not. I hate to say it, bro, but he hasn't done anything that this year. I know they rested him.
No.
They held him out to have him play at 100%. Obviously, coming back from an injury like that, devastating injury last year, and he gets hurt again this season. Then they held him out. I don't know how many 5 weeks it was. He missed like 5 games. Came back. Now he played against the Dolphins and against the last 3 games he played, because he played against the Buccaneers, played against the Eagles. Nothing really. The explosiveness isn't there anymore. I would think they would. I don't think they would let him go, but I just missed that. I missed that Barkley led offense, and I'm disappointed. Getting Quentin Nelson, would it have fixed our problems? I don't know. You gotta play gotta do alternate reality at this point.
Yes, whatever. It is what it is, bro. I just hope what I want for Christmas. I know you want a new quarterback. I want a new GM, and that's all I gotta say. I think I'd be very happy if I knew. And I mean, the rumors are promising. So,
you know what I want to get to for Christmas, bro. I want the New York Mets to decide to bring somebody on board for the manager position. I heard.
Speaking of, your Theo Cohen he has a special guest as manager. I mean, he's interviewing him.
He has a lot of people, man. He has the guy Showalter, a very known veteran in
Like The Rock.
Yeah, he's pretty much he's established. I didn't know that he managed the Yankees back in the 90s before.
Yes, sir.
Story. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
See how much that changes the culture. You got no championships with him as your manager. Joe Torre comes in, you bring a change in, and they look what the Yankees did. So I didn't know he did. I didn't know he managed them.
Yeah, he did.
He seems to be the leading option right now. I think it's a great way. He'll be a good fit for the Mets, but I think now everything is like you mentioned, kind of how we mentioned before, the analytics. People very much follow the stats. All these managers, they pretty much go with they don't go by their gut anymore. Like, I would trust him to go out and get us a hit. No, you got to go by how much is this guy's his OBS or his OPS, or the stats really make a difference nowadays. Buck Showalter is not really a manager that would really follow the analytics. He's more of an old-fashioned manager. Those guys before the baseball try to copy what the Rays are doing, before everybody else tried to follow along what they're doing. Analytics wasn't really an important aspect of the game. Now nowadays is all about it. So bringing Showalter and kind of an old school kind of GM. I don't think the Mets, truthfully, bro, I don't think the Mets really had an old school GM other than Terry Collins. Like I think they would be in the same, like they managed the same way. Collins never really went with analytics. I mean, that was the last guy that really give him credit. Terry Collins credit because he did lead the team to a World Series. So him, Showalter, bringing him in. Theo Cohen was really trying to open that more of the spending he's trying to do. It sucks that we can't make any moves in terms of our roster. Seems like it's crazy how this lockout. Now that I really realize it, bro, literally nothing. You don't even hear a single people about baseball now, bro. Like usually it's the winter meetings coming up, this time of the year, the hot stove. Talk about all of that prior to the lockout. Everybody's making a lot of teams were making moves, and now like you really realize it. Like at this point of the year, bro, you would hear something, right? Like some sort of a big somebody making a big splash. Maybe even the Yankees signing somebody. The Mets would have picked up someone. Now I realize, like, yo, this is like this kind of makes it miss it more, bro. Makes you miss baseball a lot more. So it sucks that we
No,
can't
yeah.
really do much. It sucks
I
that
mean, yeah. I mean,
Yankees can't do
it's
anything
gonna
right
get figured
now.
out.
Yankees can't even do
Yeah,
anything right now. I mean, they wasn't doing anything
everything is
before the
unfigured.
lockout. They was jerking around before the lockout. So they would just continue to jerk around even then. And I heard your guy, certain pitcher that Mr. CC Sabathia got a little upset with Clint Frazier complaining about his time there. What's your thoughts on that with the Yankees?
Listen, I'm the type of guy that tries to see things from both perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Clint Frazier was traded for by the Yankees. They saw talent. They wanted him to be on the roster. Unfortunately, there was many factors and many holes in his game that didn't match the needs of the Yankees. So they were like, we gotta get rid of you. Like, we don't think your talents are not what fits the needs of our organization. So they moved on. For him to, I mean, I don't think they did anything, disrespectful besides not give him playing time. The Yankees have a specific way they want their organization run, and his talents, just didn't fit. For him to bash the Yankees, whatever, I guess. I'm not gonna lie though, it would be cool to see Yankees and beards. However, that's not gentlemanlike. Understandable.
It's a real
You get to play in Chicago, you could grow out your beard, whatever.
do what you want.
Second of all, CC is an OG. I'm gonna, like respect to him, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and if you think about it, like CC literally played like 100 times the game that Clint Frazier has ever played in the majors,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a Hall of Famer. So I definitely trust the word of CC. Like, he's a legend in New York.
Mm.
So
I think CC is definitely one of the greats to ever wear the pinstripes. Coming from a Mets fan, he always gave his all. He always gave 100% on the mound. Um, I think the comments that he made kind of warranted. I mean, kind of, you trying to defend that the team. That's like he reps the Yankees pretty hard, Sabathia. So I'd figure why you'd go and say those things about Frazier and obviously the him leaving. So hey, listen, I think it's justifiable. Not like anybody's gonna do anything about it. What the hell? Who's gonna say who to Sabathia? And if Frazier does come back with some smart shit to say, there'd be some repercussions. I would assume, but he's in a whole other city now, so it's let it be now. Let him play another. It's like me coming at Stroman and for him playing in Chicago with the Cubs. Like,
I mean, yeah,
yeah, it's like me. Doesn't saying like somebody. It's like somebody coming from on like used to play for us that would go to Stroman and be like, why'd you leave like the Mets or something like that, or like
well, he came at the Yankees first, though. Let's not forget that.
Frazier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no, but I'm just saying like somebody like if Stroman was in a situation like that'd be the same like there's only comparable like situations since or if Syndergaard were to do it or something like that. I don't know. That's something like that. I saw this thing on Twitter about Strowman. He usually goes back at a lot of fans. He's pretty vocal on Twitter and whatnot. And I saw him come at somebody came at him for not signing with the Yankees, which is pretty much has been an ongoing conversation, an ongoing topic since free agency started. And he talks about why would you go to a franchise that literally has no core pieces, nothing, has only won one championship in 113 years. The Chicago Cubs, the Cubs they have nothing going for them. Chicago, which is partially true. They have no core there really. And he comes in class back saying why you guys are so salty at why Yankee fans so salty for him signing with Chicago. Like I don't understand. Like I gotta ask you that. Like, is there like a thing with Yankee fans? And are you do you speak on their behalf? Because you don't seem like I gotta do
Me?
that. You don't speak. You don't speak. That's the thing. You don't seem like I gotta do that. Knowing how you are, bro. Like you're not that person that'll go and be vocal to these players, even if you were upset about something, like a legitimately upset about something. Like
People fucking forget that these people have families and shit,
yeah,
and they have lives that they want to live. And if they could have an even better life, why not take the fucking more money?
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
like as a fan, we have to understand, like, if a team trades like a superstar for like bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna hate that player. A fan base should not hate that player. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
obviously, like for Stroman, let's give you an example. I don't know if it was the Mets side or Stroman side. I don't know, like, because I don't know them like personally. All I know is like these players play for money. And if somebody's going to give me $20 million instead of $18 million,
Oh, you're gonna put
I
up
would
with it.
fucking take the $21 million. Especially at my age. I'm young. I could do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Nobody thinks about it in the sense of like their own life. Like imagine, Ed, you had this job. It's just like negotiating shit in real life. And people forget to separate real life from fucking the baseball aspect of
Mm-hmm.
it. They think that
Mm-hmm.
everything is like a fairy tale, but it's fucking
Mm-hmm.
not.
No, no, no. Yeah.
And I like looking at things realistically because it's like, oh, I know, like if I was a Met fan, I'm like, damn, Noah Syndergaard was like a great player. He
Yeah,
was like fun to watch as a like when I would go
definitely.
to the games. This is from my own personal experience. I'm gonna miss seeing like him dominate. I remember that one game where he had like one hit,
Yeah, through seven. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
crazy. It was an amazing pitching performance, and to not have that in Flushing anymore is
Mm-hmm.
a damn shame. But the man is making his bread in LA. That's fine. It's fine with me. Not everything is about being a part of this team or whatever, and that's what fans fail to recognize.
Fans are gonna say that always. They're always gonna think differently. They're always gonna think of like why'd you go here? Why'd you go? That's just how fans are. That's how we are as fans. Like we're fans. Me and you
Not
were
me,
fans.
not me though.
I was saying, but
Not
we're
me. I'm a
fans. We're
fan, but
we're fans. But I'm saying
get your money.
the general, yeah, get your money. That's exactly right. But there's always a conversation. There's always the other side of the coin, where certain players they whatever sport you play, football, basketball, you're in the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, MLS, whatever sport you play. I think growing up, you obviously want to play to as your job to be a world class athlete, to make all of this money, and regardless what a gal, a kid, a girl, a boy, a girl, like you're going. That's your dream to play in the big leagues, and you want to win a championship. That's what you. I think that's everybody's goal at the start. But I think the reason why there's so much like conversation about, oh, why'd you go here? Why'd you go there? Like why'd you didn't go to the Yankees, where the Yankees have much of a better culture and and they have a better chance of winning a championship. There's some fans that kind of understand. There's a lot of us that understand. Hey, listen, you want to go to LA, you want to go to Chicago, go to different cities, play in a different city. Might as well. One life to live, obviously. So to go to LA, go to Chicago. I was a little salty about him leaving. I wasn't really upset about Strowman. I was more upset about Syndergaard going to LA. That's a whole different. I explained
Yo,
why him
bro, you
him what
shouldn't.
he's
You
saying.
shouldn't, bro. Who
No, but
cares?
I'm just saying just saying what he
It
said.
hurt you. It hurt you.
Yeah. So, but overall, now that the Mets made a lot of moves since then. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Syndergaard. At the end of the day, I'm happy for these players, regardless of where they go. A lot of these other fans, they want to see like you play to win the championship, and I guess you get your bread. I respect that as well. But you play the sport, bro. Like there, I'm pretty sure if you would play Major League Baseball, eventually you want to
I'm
have
going
that
to the
ring.
fucking
Eventually you want to
no,
have that ring.
no.
You don't want a championship ring over the money.
What the fuck am I gonna do with the ring, bro?
It's just a
I
championship.
want the fucking money, bro.
But you play for. I think you would play for the championship. I think a lot of
Fuck
people
that.
a lot of players' goals are to win championships. I guess at Stroman's at his point in
I
his
mean, nigga.
career, at Syndergaard's point in his career, you go to a
I mean,
different city. I don't know. You know, the certain players like look at Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony's trying his best just to win a championship. He's made millions and millions of dollars. I don't think money's much of an object to him anymore. Money to Carmelo Anthony is nothing now. What he's trying
it
to
would
play
never
for
be an
is
object to me.
no,
Nah, bro.
nah. With all that money, bro, you got to see
That
how
shit
it is
up.
in his shoes. Why is he playing for the Lakers then? Because he wants to win a ring. There's no other reason why. Why
Team
is he in
don't
Los
look like it's
Angeles,
built.
bro?
Nah, bro. That
The
team.
Lakers. He could have went to the
LeBron
Knicks.
asked him to.
LeBron. All right, listen. You know I'm
Yeah,
right.
he would have went to the
You know
Knicks.
I'm right when I
He
say
would have went to the Knicks.
I'm not saying he would have went to the Knicks. I'm telling you that the
You
reason
said that.
why Melo would have went. Melo went to the Lakers to win a championship. He wouldn't have gone to the Knicks because he knows he can't win a championship with us.
Why do you think
We're one player short of that.
they don't like? I don't think Melo likes the Knicks anymore.
Nah, Melo has a bro. You serious, bro? Man has mad
I
respect
don't
for the
know.
city. He loves New York, bro.
Well, maybe I'm bugging. My fault.
Ask our boy CJ. He will tell you 100%. Melo loves New York. He still has a ton of love for the city. His kids still go to school in the city, by the way. Like his kids are still they go to school in Manhattan.
Okay. By the
So,
way, shit.
like I'm just saying, like he's still involved with New York City. Obviously, he's not gonna go to the Knicks because he doesn't see that opportunity to him. Like, of course, he's gonna get his check. The Knicks will probably give him the money, but he just doesn't seem like, oh, I'm not gonna go play for the Knicks when I know I could win a championship with my boy LeBron that I've always wanted to play with, that I know I could get my ring. Like, there's certain points like that in your career. Maybe at the tail end of Stroman's and Syndergaard's career, maybe they'll go to a different squad and to try to get a ring and be like, hey, listen, I capped it off with a ring. Like some of these NFL players do. Like LaShawn McCoy got 2 rings, bro, in 2 seasons. He got one with the Bucks and one with the Chiefs. Like, I don't know. Everybody's, you get a championship. I get that as everybody's
Bro.
different. Everybody's different. Yeah, you might want your money. You might want a ring. But the
Me,
fact
I
that
always want the money. I just want the money.
yeah.
Always want the money.
All right, bro. I think if you're
Always go
making,
for the money.
but bro, I'm
Always
telling
go
you,
for
if
the
you
money.
have that money already, bro, if you're wealthy enough,
I don't give a fuck.
you're already pretty much you're in a great place mentally. Your health is great. Your wealth is great. If I'm
Okay.
saying to myself, I have a chance to win a championship with a team and I'm good with my
Nah.
money, I'll go play for the team that can give me the chip, bro. And I'm pretty sure you get your bread too.
No.
Nah, bro.
Max contract every fucking year, bro. I want that Steph Curry contract, bro. Every fucking year.
You want to be a star player for a team, which Stroman is basically that star player for the Cubs now because they have nobody else on that roster.
You don't care.
He doesn't give a shit. And Syndergaard got players in Los Angeles. He has
He
2
does.
great players that are gonna be with him over there. So I guess so. But I thought it was funny that a lot of these fans they go at these players and something when they clap back, you kind of don't expect them to clap back,
I don't expect any. I mean, it's funny when they do because you're not expecting them. They're professionals. They don't really care what people that aren't professionals have to say.
Yeah. Players listen,
but like I said, I would always go for the money.
right.
Always go for the money.
Hey,
Let that be a lesson in life.
always go for the money. All right. Well, it depends on your profession, I guess.
Yes.
These players are like how you mentioned the players, how they're like normal people like us, little I was encountered with a few players last weekend since we last recorded. That little thing happened. I went to some event Saturday. cover some.
That'd be where the ballers be.
I don't be where the ballers be, right?
No, you do. You
Nah,
do.
bro. Nah,
Because he was with some ballers.
nah. I was not with no ballers.
Footballers.
Footballers. I was with some very world class athletes that play for the women's national women's soccer league. I met a few of the coaches of the Gotham FC, and I met one of the captains for the team. And let me just say, bro, like being encountered with players like that, even though they're not on like a LeBron or like Messi status, but obviously they still play the sport professionally. Like they're professional athletes. At the end of the day, being there, being just in that environment, just kind of just having a regular conversation, bro, it's kind of nuts, man. It's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of would be like, I don't know. I'd probably be the same way around Durant if I would have met any of the player. I think a lot of these players are more. You know how they have people that are very salty, very angry, like people fans that are very much assholes about shit. I'm pretty sure if you come to anybody pretty chill, they'll be pretty chill back to you, bro. Am I right or am I wrong? Like you come to a certain player with like a very level head, they're pretty much. I think they'll probably be cool with you. No, I don't.
I mean, that's every human being. It doesn't have to be a professional athlete. So
No, but some people are very guarded. Some and these players they have they're very much in a higher. They're more known. They're very much in the spotlight a lot, so they kind of have to have their guard up. So, and to meet a player like the captain of Gotham FC that one Saturday last weekend was pretty crazy. It was nuts to see that the interaction, just having a regular conversation, being somebody in the media, being somebody that works in media now, it's kind of as an eye opening experience, honestly.
documenting the journey, bro. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then it's just crazy. I just thought about that. I had to talk about it real quick because a lot of people don't seem to realize that these people are human. At the end of the day, they're human. Like they have
Yeah, at the end of
emotions,
the
they have
day,
their
there's a
feelings. Yeah,
real aspect to sports outside of the
outside
actual
of just
sport.
being like, yo, what the like outside of being I like we kind of seem like we kind of seem fucked up now because we're bashing the fuck out of Gettleman here and Daniel Jones.
No, listen, bro. But outside of that, I understand it's the Giants organization just trying to make money, bro. They don't care. They didn't have to. They didn't have to get a new GM right away. Seats were
Yeah,
being filled.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like who cares? I understand the realistic aspect of it. I don't want people to think like this is what I think. Like when the camera's off, I'm open to changing my mind about things. Or theory. I'm just sharing what I think or like
Mm-hmm.
as a fan how I feel. That's it. But outside of that, I'm realistic. I know like this is a business outside of being a sports team.
Yeah. Yo, you seen that video the other day of a very old black and colorized video now that was previously just in black and white. A Babe Ruth footage of Babe Ruth, the legendary, pretty much a legendary. You think about baseball, you think about him.
Dominican baseball player.
Dominican. Does he's Dominican. I don't care what anybody else says. Footage of him. It was crazy seeing that footage of him like at an at bat basically playing in a game. Footage like that is very rare to come by. And I saw that and I was thinking to myself, bro, how do a lot of conversations like, yo, you think it'll be good today? Like, nah, bro. I think Babe Ruth will freaking be below 100 hitter. I feel like in today's baseball.
Babe Ruth is Dominican. That means he would obviously evolve,
Oh yeah, yeah.
to
I
the
don't, I don't,
time.
I don't think they were throwing four seams and knuckleballs when he was playing. I don't think you have a Jacob
Listen,
Degrom
bro. Listen,
on
bro.
the mound.
Listen.
All right,
Throughout our time,
all right.
throughout our times, the best baseball players have been Dominican.
Dominican.
And
Okay.
now I'm not just saying that because I have a bias towards Dominicans because my significant other is a Dominican woman. I'm
No, but
just
the
saying
Major League Baseball is dominated by them. That's
it's the truth.
you're absolutely right.
The
Yeah,
top players right now. The top
Vladimir
players right now.
Vladimir Guerrero. Look at it. Look at him, Junior man.
Exactly.
Raking. Yeah,
Dominican.
yeah.
Dominican.
Bátano.
Okay.
Yeah, Bátano power. Yeah, yo sé. So I think you think so. You're saying, you're saying Babe Ruth would adapt.
Exactly. He's Dominican, bro.
Bro,
He
he
was the
was
first.
he
He was
was
the first gen.
I don't care what anybody else says, bro. Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm pretty sure. Imagine if they would have found out back then he was Dominican. Like only
Yo,
now we
but
know that he's Dominican now. Like only
ho-
now.
ho- yeah, hold on. I wanna go back. Like the fact that we have that video is like a fossil.
Yeah, there's a fossil. Yeah,
It's like a fossil in the digital world right now because everything is like pictures and everything
yeah.
has to be seen on screen now.
The fact that
Like we got that video
Mhm.
like working and like visible and in
Yep.
color is
Mhm.
fucking astounding. Like that shit is mind blowing. If you haven't checked that video out, you should definitely go see it.
Yeah, I would definitely go and check that video out. The footage like that is it makes you really think like, holy crap, like it was a long time ago, don't get me wrong, but the fact that you're seeing footage like that and that quality and that is crazy to see players like that. It's kind of like a lot of things like back then as well in baseball. Like I would think being at a game back then, like a game like that, like just imagine the environment in there, bro. Like I don't know, like that's just nuts. But yeah, man, not nobody knew he was Dominican. Nobody knew he was Platano. Maybe he broke. I'm pretty sure it was him, and then he was like the first Dominican player. Like nobody else was before him. You
I'm
know?
pretty sure his name is Bebe Ruth.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. You know his. I don't know where
The
that thing.
evidence is there. The evidence is there, bro.
Evidence there, bro. yo, yo, I should have recorded that. Yo, man, it's been tough with the Knicks, man. The Knicks have pretty much disappointed me lately, bro. It's hard for me to say that this team is not is 12-13. They dropped the ball against Indiana yesterday. I don't understand why we can't beat Indiana. Um, but they can't
Defense, bro.
the
Defense.
defense, they can't guard the three ball. Um, Kimber Walker, Damien Lillard, a lot of talks between those two. I don't think the Knicks are gonna be a very much a candidate for them. The Trailblazers, Damian Lillard himself has said that he has no interest in leaving Portland, but at the same time, a lot of people are bringing him to New York. I don't know. Yeah, I think it would be a great fit for the Knicks. But then again, Portland's not really in a bad spot right now. And then you got all this other talk with defense. Randall not playing his best. There was a video of him playing the Denver Nuggets game, literally playing with no hustle, giving an
That's a
open
bad
basket.
video.
That is a terrible. That's fucking
He looked like
terrible,
you
bro.
when you're playing 2K, bro.
Don't fucking throw dirt in my name because yesterday we was playing 2K and we was dogging. All right,
Okay.
we lost that one game off of bullshit. We were coming back. The other games we won very much in convincing fashion. All right, so watch your mouth. But yes, Randall has been playing pretty bad, and I gotta change it. You gotta change the culture sooner than later, man. Because if you keep this up, we're gonna get bopped in the first round again.
What do you, okay. Look, so assessing this situation right now,
Yeah.
what do you think that the Knicks need to trade for? 'Cause obviously they got some problems, and teams that are looking to buy into, doubling down on the playoffs and making sure that they're nice and strong come playoff
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
What do the Knicks need in order to be good come playoff time?
You need a.
Like what's
Mm-hmm. All right. You need a two-way point guard that can not just play and score buckets, but that can play defense, that is an anchor, that is not going to play very lazy defense like Kemba Walker. So you need to address that. You bring a point guard like him in. They're relying a lot on D Rose right now, and D Rose is can carry the weight. That's fine. I'm fine with Derrick Rose being one of the starter. Excuse me, at this point in the season. Then we have a lot of young guys and Obi, Toppin, and Quickly, and everybody else, right? But you need to get a point guard that can play defense. If you get a point guard that can do that, you really take a lot of weight off of your bench and having him produce and have Randall really play a lot more, a lot less one dimensional basketball. Because it seems to me when every time he gets the ball, every time he gets possession, very one dimensional, very much. I'm gonna post up. That's his game. Like he's gonna do that. I understand that, but he has to change that mindset because if you're gonna keep doing that, other defense is gonna find out, and then right there you're gonna lose by 20 points like you did yesterday against Indiana. So there's two things I would say that the Knicks need to really push and address. Really, yeah. I don't know who they're gonna trade for Kemba. To be honest, I don't want to say Ben Simmons, but I don't know. But Ben Simmons
Oh,
is a
you
whole
like
nother
that? You're
thing.
attracted to that idea.
No, I'm not attracted to it. But this is one of the options that are out there as well. This is another name that's been floating
So you
around.
don't think that
You
Ben
can't put
Simmons would?
you can't. No, I mean, if the Knicks would get him, then go ahead and get him. But that's up to the Sixers.
That does, why don't you sound excited like for
That's
that?
up to Philly. That's up to Philly. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's real. I don't think there's a realistic chance of that happening. Like you mentioned a few weeks ago, and I was very much against that idea that him going to not really against the idea, but it's kind of like why would they do that? But him trading the Sixers trading for Kyrie Irving, like that would be like more of a realistic swap now that I think about it because he's clearly not going to play this year. Kyrie's not playing this year, so I think that's more realistic trade. But the talks of I don't think there hasn't really been a talk about Ben Simmons and Kemba Walker. More so Damien Lillard and Kemba Walker, the Knicks and Damien Lillard. So
I mean, if you're gonna swap Kemba Walker and a pick for Damian Lillard, I would do the same for Ben Simmons.
Damien Lillard over Ben Simmons though. That's just me though. I feel Damien Lillard has a lot more talent, even though he's a little older in age, but he's still he's a straight up scorer. You know this. Lillard can't
Okay,
score,
but
bro. Ben Simmons is Ben Simmons. I don't like I said, I'm not really attracted to that idea. Whatever the Knicks do, whatever
yeah,
the
and
Knicks do,
I,
but
to be honest, I don't understand why, because you're asking for an upgrade at point guard and you're not putting any type of respect on Ben Simmons' name. The man can play crazy defense better than anybody on the Knicks can right now, and he's gonna take the ball to the fucking butterhole. And you don't think the idea of that would be attractive for the Knicks right now?
bring him in. Bring him in. But I'm not a fan of that.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
Bring him in. Bring him
Whatever.
in. Hey, listen,
First
bring him
round,
in. I'm gonna
first round
cheer.
draft
I'm
pick.
gonna
I don't care.
cheer. I'm gonna cheer. Bring him in. If that seems like your best, if that seems like the Knicks' best option, then bring him in. Fuck it. Just the hell
Ben
with it.
Simmons would be the best New York Knicks point guard in the past 10 years,
All
bro.
right, listen, that is not true. All right. He's not the best Knicks point guard in the last 10 years. All right. Well,
Oh
10
my
years,
god.
10 years, kind of pushing it. We had a lot of good point guards that played the position since. A lot of
Better than Ben Simmons?
I'm not saying Derrick Rose career wise. Now he's at the tail end of his career, but Derrick Rose when he first came to the Knicks, that previous stint he had with New York, that was one of the best signings we had in the point guard position in the last 10
My god,
seasons.
Edwin. You're smoking that fucking rat pack.
Like I said, if they bring him
Like
in, that'd be
you
great. I'll
don't
cheer for the
care.
squad. I would cheer for the squad. Not that I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to the idea. That's all. I gotta have my. I'm just being real here, bro. I'm just saying how
No,
I
no,
feel about
listen,
it. I'm just saying how
I'm
I
being
feel about
real.
it. That's it.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you right
I'm not
now.
telling you
I'm
that's a
just
dumbass.
appalled.
I'm not saying that's a stupid idea. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd much rather pick Dame time. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I much
No,
rather pick Dame
I
time.
get no. Listen. I get that.
Okay. All right.
But like the way you talk about Dame, and then the way you talk about Ben Simmons,
Oh my gosh.
it's just like either or. I would be, if I was running an organization, I would be happy to trade for either or of those guys, because I feel like they're so talented, they would fit in any system of basketball, because that's just, they're too good. Ben Simmons is obviously a bigger question mark because he has not seen the court all season.
Mhm,
But the
mhm.
future is more bright with Ben Simmons because he has a ton of years left on him compared to Dame. Now, I'm not saying Dame is bad, but I'm just a little taken aback by a point guard needy team that needs defense. They don't need scoring. Like, I just think, like, if Ben Simmons is on the table for the Knicks, I think they should take it. So, I I'm done. I'm just saying.
Well, they're gonna track that idea. If they track the idea, they're entertaining.
No, you don't
They
care.
gotta,
Like,
they
it's just
gotta,
like,
they
yeah,
gotta.
whatever.
I'll if it'll change the team, then great. It'll be for the better. I'll still cheer the Knicks regardless, bro. You know me. I'm gonna ride with them till the final to the final second, of the season. I'm gonna ride with the Knicks. Don't matter, but
So if the
I mean,
Knicks get Dame, then what are you gonna say
I
then?
guess I'm gonna be pretty like, all right, this is a good pickup by them. A guy that's obviously well established, very much in
So what do you
in
have to say if the Knicks get Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons be like, all right, cool. This is
See, you just proving my point
this
right
is.
now.
I'm be like, all right, hold on. I'm be like, this is cool, I guess. I mean, I guess, right? Yeah.
Okay, that's you said all I need. It's just I just
Oh my gosh, yo, that's just funny though. But nah, man, yeah. All right, listen. Back to what I was mentioning. That's the thing they gotta address. The Knicks gotta address that. Bring a point guard in, that can play both sides of the ball, and have Randall play the Randall that I remember from last year. Lately, he's been kind of heating up a little bit the last couple of games, but not enough. Obviously, that they can win games. They played well against San Antonio, but they dropped the ball against Chicago, the Nuggets, the Nets game, the Brooklyn Nets game, and the Pacers game. They haven't been. They've been, like I said, like it's been up and down so far. So just have Randall get back to his old form, and should be straight. The Knicks should be good after that. But that's the thing. Thibs has. I'm confident in Thibs. I'm very confident in that coach, like and RJ and all those other young guns on that team. So
Oh, that's good. That's good for the Knicks.
I can't really
They're
speak
gonna get it
on.
together. Hopefully, they get it together.
Yeah, I can't really speak on Brooklyn so much because I haven't really been following them. But I saw our the best quarterback ever, Eli Manning, with a little video of Kevin Durant. Him on the show. Eli Manning has a great show that goes on the Giants.com, which is pretty entertaining if you haven't watched it. And they had him throw passes to Kevin Durant. And I was like, damn, man, we need you on the field, Eli. We kind of need you back in that Giants blue. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
You're just as bad as the New York Giants franchise.
trying to
Just
trying to
can't get over.
trying to just feed off of that Eli. Just eat off of that thing. Yo, what's a crazy thing? I just found something totally off topic, super off topic. You remember the Nexus phones? Remember the Google Android phones? And remember how I used to be very heavy into that, Google and
Yeah,
Android and all of that. So I was seeing the other day that they dropped a new Pixel. I didn't know they still make Pixels, bro. I really didn't.
yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought the
they never
Pixels are
stop.
like I thought Pixels are like a thing of the past because Google was like, we're not making any phones anymore. Like
Never stop.
they never stop. Oh, wow. I don't know. I was like, oh shit, like they made phones. Like I would like to get Android again, but I don't know. Apple ecosystem is so overpowering right now. I feel like it controls everything. Can you go
Yeah.
back to Android?
Anyways, yeah, I can. EA announced that they're releasing a college football video game
Really?
comes summer 2023.
Oh, so a whole nother year. That's great. That's
Yeah, so they got
that,
one more year to make this college football game. I know a lot of people are. I think the college football brand has grown so much. Like, people are so into college football,
mm-hmm,
and I get why. Like, when you watch college football, there's a lot more football being played instead of advertisements.
mm-hmm.
The rules are make it that the scores get crazy sometimes, and sometimes you have those crazy bets, those Saturdays where you just fucking put crazy parlays and do crazy bets and you win crazy amounts of money. Can't wait to put your fucking money comes out in New York. But
Yes.
I'm kind of excited for this football game,
I
but
I
I'm also
think
very scared.
I think they didn't have any. What was the reason again that EA just stopped making them? I think it was because of the NCAA not paying
Athletes,
the
yeah.
likenesses, right? And
Yeah.
athletes not getting the money for it. Now they have it sorted out, right? I'm pretty sure they had
Yeah.
a like an agreement now. So they bring back that game. I'm pretty sure they'll bring back the NCAA basketball too as well. Because that was a lot of game like that was a game people played a lot too back, way back then. It
I
was
don't
only
know, bro.
I think it's great that they brought him. They're bringing him back. Took him a little while. Whatever happened to that 2K NFL game?
It got delayed. It's supposed to come out
Oh,
this year, but it got
oh.
delayed. Yeah.
I was wondering about that the other day. I was like, yo, they still dropping that game? Because I know there's a lot of talk about, and 2K has an NFL game now. And 2K is one of the best at, simulation, and with the NBA, they do a pretty good job of it. You know, them coming back to NFL after all these years because they had a very good reputation.
Thing
I
is, it's
was
not a simulation.
No, I know it's not a simulation, more of like an RPG. What is an RPG, something like that, or I don't know. It's
RPG NFL game, bro. Are you smoking
role
dick?
playing NFL game, bro. What
I
was it
mean,
about though? What was it
that's
about though? What was it about though? I'm just guessing here.
it's nice. Like it'd probably be something arcadey, you know.
I thought it was like a story driven thing.
Yeah. No, but you know
That'd be
what
dope as
fucking
hell though.
sucks? When we were kids, like the NFL, the MLB, and the NBA would license their likenesses to
Mm-hmm.
other studios.
Mm-hmm.
And I get why they can't kind of do it now is because like they require a lot of scanning and players to physically be there and stuff
Mm-hmm.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just miss those because obviously companies want to provide a realistic, immersive experience.
Mm-hmm.
So we're able to, stay addicted to these games because
Mm-hmm.
that's their job to pull you in with entertainment.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I just miss the days where there was multiple baseball, multiple football, and multiple NBA games. You had the option, and then like as we progressed into capitalism, everything ate one another out. So there's only one or two options that you have, which kind of fucking sucks. But as somebody who likes playing video games, sports video games, I play it for fun. Like, yeah, I get that whole mantra. Oh, I don't like playing sports video games because I could just go outside and do it. The thing is, for me, like when I play sports video games, I appreciate the art and like, the physical like nature and how you have to prepare like every day to be who you are on the field. Like I have a appreciation for that, and that's why I play sports games. A lot of people just play it casually, like, oh yeah, I play this, I play so and so. But for me, like it's because I have a deep love for the game, and I hope like this college football game has like good gameplay. That's all I really care about, you know.
They did what did they end up doing again with the. I know, like you mentioned, that EA had everything like in a stranglehold. Basically, they bought the NFL rights, right? So
In terms of Madden, NFL, yeah, like
yeah, they bought everything
it's
out.
not
So
going away.
no,
They're good
no.
till 2026.
But that 2K Studio stopped doing MLB as well. They stopped doing Major League Baseball. So it's kind of great that they had that. You kind of had an option between the show or 2K, 2K whatever year it was. So
Yeah, like as you progress, it was just like one or two. Like before, you had like five different games you could have bought,
yeah,
and then progressively it just
it didn't make
I
it
don't
any.
know.
It didn't make it any better for these developers because obviously they felt very much like no competition. So why are we gonna what are we gonna why do we bother to improve now? I think a great example of obviously not improving is Madden. They can't get anything going for them anymore. And I think another game that's really but I want to say that's kind of not exciting anymore is the show now. I think is not as great as it used to be, prior, years ago. They're kind of feeling that effects now of like there's only one franchise, one baseball franchise now. There's no other MLB 2K, whatever year it is, Major League Baseball 2K. There's no other game now that you're gonna have that is gonna have pressure on you now. I miss those kind of days where you can kind of just, hey, I would rather play NBA Live 10 than 2K10. Like I miss those days. Like I used to be heavy into NBA Live way before I even picked up an NBA 2K game, bro. Like the first 2K game the first ever 2K game I bought was 2K11 with Michael Jordan on the cover. Iconic, like that was like the first year. Like I just remember that being like the first 2K I gravitated to. Don't know why, but probably because there's no other EA game that year. But that was the first game I like. Yo, I want it. Like I want this game. So prior to that, I used to play NBA Live, all the NBA Lives, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, and the blessing that came with Dwight Howard on the cover. Like I used to play that very much. Like I always gravitated towards the Live franchise and 2K franchise. Like they were both there. So that having that option was pretty dope. Now like there's nothing there. You kind of just stuck with 2K now.
Stuck with 2K, stuck with Madden, stuck with
Yeah,
MLB.
EA tried to come back a few years ago. You remember though, right? They tried to come back with like
Yeah, bro, but they're
NBA
not. They can't compete.
with Embiid on the cover. And that was pretty recent too. That was only like 2 years ago, bro. Like
I know, but
they can't touch that. They just can't touch 2K, man. 2K got the game in the squeeze, bro.
you see, EA tried to make a basketball game, and they realized like you actually have to make a good game to get, especially basketball players
Nah,
that
bro.
play
I don't,
basketball video games to play.
bro. I don't think it's a matter of making a good game. I think if NBA Live
No,
would have made a
bro,
great
they
game,
didn't make a good game. No, they didn't.
I'm
If
saying
they would have made a great
if
game,
they
it would
would
have
have made
still
a
been here today.
no, I
If
get
the
that
game was
part, but
good,
I understand that. But hear me out. If the game was good, yes, they would have definitely made and done numbers. But at the same time, you think I have a lot of these players that play 2K that just hop on the rec, that hop on my park. They didn't really gonna care about little things like that, honestly, bro. Like I would, me
okay,
personally,
if they made
I
a
would just
park
grab it.
that was better,
I would just gravitate to
if they made a
2K,
park,
yeah. But I think
no, bro, if
it's
they
just
made a
so
park that was
saturated.
better, they would have.
There's just so much. It's just the market is just it's just dominated by them. It's hard to
Okay,
just pull
but the
something
market is
away.
not
Like
saturated.
no, but I'm saying it's hard to pull something away that's just like the norm for everybody. It's just hard to pull like crowd like hey, come this way. Like obviously you need to have a great product as well, but it's kind of hard to change that narrative. Like to I think we'll have more of a pull. Like if it was an NFL game that's just like Madden that 2K developed, then I think a lot of that has been built off already of past experience. A lot of people that used to play the old ESPN games, the 2K ESPN games, that's a different story. But NBA Live was always that franchise that kind of had like it was always kind of like little brother to that to 2K franchise, if that makes any
Bro,
sense.
I feel like you're wrong, and I get it. Like, whoever has the license to respective sports franchise,
Mm-hmm.
they basically they're set.
Mm-hmm.
But if NBA Live took the time out to see what NBA 2K players liked,
Mm-hmm.
they would be able to shake up the market in the basketball gaming area.
Mm-hmm.
They would see that people like showing off on the at the park, build something comparable to it, and make
Mm-hmm.
the items in the game a little bit cheaper, and then people would gravitate to it because they would be able to get things that they want in the game faster than compared to 2K, where it's a lot grindy to get the things that you want, the cool animations, the cool dunk packages and stuff like that. Please don't ever think that it's not possible. It's possible.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I agree with you. I can see that then. I can see it's not impossible, but it's definitely difficult.
It's not difficult when you have infinite money, which EA does.
Then that just
Don't
comes down.
forget,
That just comes down to the talent and the knowledge of people that are developing these games. You can't fix that. You have to bring other people in, and that's just
you can fix that with money. You find better people.
yeah. You're saying
So
you. But I'm saying like if you pick the wrong people, like, and if you don't acknowledge that problem, then that's on their end.
oh yeah, of course. Anyways, that's kind of it's kind of my
Well,
point, and I miss
um,
playing sports video games that are
yeah.
good.
We're still heavy on that 2K, like we mentioned. We still play that very much a lot. Did you try the new Warzone map, bro?
Don't speak for yourself. Don't speak for yourself there, because you
Uh,
barely play.
we
You have
played.
a life.
We played 2K though. We do play 2K though.
You play 2K like
We play. All
once a
right,
week, bro.
listen.
Let's be
If
honest.
anybody needs me to be on, I will get on. You know this. I will boot up the
Eh,
PS4, the jet engines. I'll boot up the jet engines, and I will hop on the rec on my park, even if it's on last gen. I don't care. I will play. All right.
whatever, bro. Whatever.
Did you try the
You
new
got
Warzone
anything
map?
else for me?
Did you try the new Warzone
No,
map?
fuck that map. Fuck that
Oh
map.
damn! All right. I just I just wanted to know. That's it. That's all right. Gotta see like Call of Duty doesn't know how to freaking develop games anymore. Um, anything else, man?
That's it for me, boss.
That's it for you, man. Just well, follow us on the socials. You know how to find us on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter. Um, yeah, man. Another week in a book. You're wrapping up pretty fast soon. Um,
Week away from Spider-Man. A
oh my
week
goodness,
away.
1 week, bro. 1 week.
Finally, the first Spider-Man MCU film that is not a filler. Finally,
Not a filler.
it's not a
That's gonna be
filler.
that's gonna be crazy. Cannot wait, bro.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. See you on the next one.